everyone. This is the weekly Twin Flame Tarot reading for February 9th. And this week also includes the full moon eclipse on the 10th at, I think it's around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, with this eclipse, this is going to bring a lot of unexpected outcomes. And it's anything we've been working on since the last eclipse, which was in September. The cycle and all the stuff surrounding that is going to come to an end in February with this eclipse. So we've been dealing the last few weeks, we've been talking a lot about the masculine's issues, with a male figure in his life, a father figure or a stepfather, a biological father, something like that, who abused him or who affected his life in a negative way. This reading tonight again brought that up. And it was more than that too. It was also in the music reading that I did too. I usually add a song or two of the week. Well, there were two songs this week that stuck out, and Spirit sent me these songs just at the absolute perfect time. The first song is Father Figure from George Michael, and that is a very powerful song. If you ever, read the lyrics or listen to it, it's very, very powerful. And the literal father figure is another, clue that this could be something that we have to deal with. The second song was Broken Wings by Mr. Mister, and it's about healing and about looking at things in a different way and looking at the road to getting what you want may come in a different way than you first expected. So this reading touches upon that. This reading touches upon things that are going to happen swiftly, quickly, suddenly, and then it's going to be gone. So be aware of that. Just be aware of your thoughts and be aware of your, the way that you're connecting with things, and especially things from the past. The first card for the masculine is the Lovers. So this still represents that, his mind's in the right place. He's got union to look forward to and to work towards, and he knows that this is going to be the desirable outcome for the situation that he's in. This also has to deal with choices. With all this energy, he can choose to dwell on it and let it hold him back, or he can choose to work through it and let it go in order to, preserve and to make the union stronger. His second card is Three of Swords, which deals with that raw hurt, and a lot of that's going to be coming up this week. I'm seeing with both of them a lot of memories coming up that they didn't quite expect, and a lot of things to affect them in ways that they weren't expecting also. Like a lot of like a specific event that all of a sudden they remember and they say, oh, okay, well, this is why I do this now, or this is why I act like this now. And it's going to really help move the both of you forward. And even though it's going to be kind of a raw, painful memory, it's going to be like one that's going to help you heal. So his third card is a Ten of Swords reverse, and that is him recovering from hitting that rock bottom and him finally saying, you know what, I'm done dwelling on this. I'm not going to sit here and dwell on the fact that I was a victim of abuse or a victim of something that happened to me based on another person. I'm ready to just get up, move on, and move forward and let that go. And his outcome is the Judgment card, which is him deciding to forgive and move on. And this isn't him forgiving and deciding to make amends with the person and allow them back into his life. This is him forgiving and moving on and leaving that person behind. So for the feminine, I got the Hermit reversed, which she's been spending a lot of time contemplating, a lot of time reflecting, a lot of time just kind of feeling things internally. This is kind of encouraging her to come out a little bit and reach out to other people and not to be tempted to just hide with it herself while the masculine's going through all of this. And also it's encouraging her to not dwell on what the masculine is thinking. If those thoughts become overwhelming and they're causing problems in your life, just, let go of that for a little while. Maybe cut back on the communication and, focus on what you need to do for yourself also. And her second card is Two of Cups. And that is the flow between the masculine and the feminine. This week is going to be a lot of give and take. There will be times where the feminine seems to be taking on a lot of the masculine's energy, and there's going to be times where the masculine is going to be taking on a lot of the feminine's energy. And this Two of Cups represents that it will balance itself out. It'll be, everything will be fine, everything will be okay. Both of you are going to get through this just fine. The third card is the Empress reversed, and that has to do with blocked creativity. So if the feminine is trying to get all these feelings out through drawing, artwork, music, she might have a little trouble doing that. And this is just encouraging her just to be nurturing of herself and to be gentle on herself right now and just not stress too much. Like if you've got an art project you're working on and it doesn't turn out like you wanted it to, there's something, there's something deeper there. And this eclipse is a big thing about that. It's going to bring up a lot of really minute, deeper issues and kind of blow it up in your face. Like, wow, I didn't think this was affecting me that way. And also her outcome is a Justice reversed, which is her kind of feeling that things are a little unfair or unbalanced in the situation. And since it's right next to the Two of Cups, it's encouraging her not to take on too much, to kind of let the scales balance themselves out, to kind of let go a little bit of that. If you need to ask for help from the masculine and say, look, all this stuff you're purging is wonderful, but it's a little too much right now. Can you kind of slow it down a little bit? Or, it's encouraging the feminine not to allow too much to be dumped in her lap. And I mean, that's very important for self-care. And that goes with the Empress reversed, is to make sure that we do nurture and take care of ourselves. Now for the first card for the union is the Emperor reversed, which is what I was saying about that father figure, that masculine energy that has affected both of their lives. One of them, the masculine being maybe the father or a father figure. The feminine, it might be an old boyfriend, an old lover, or someone a male that has hurt her in her past. And the second card for the union is the Five of Wands reversed. And this indicates it's the end of that conflict, whether it be an inner conflict, an outer conflict, a fight. This is all coming to an end with all this energy. This eclipse is coming to a close. Now I decided to pull some other cards, just extra cards from, one of them's from the Romance Angels, and then I've got two from the Romance Angels, two from the Mermaids and Dolphins, and one from the Energy Oracle. The Romance Angel for the masculine is passion, and it's just reminding him to just maintain that passion and not to let his emotions that are coming up dull any part of himself. Let that emotion flow freely and be passionate and joyful about life and about your union. For the feminine, I got past life relationship, and this is encouraging her to look back. This says you have known each other before. Whether that be positive or negative, it is really up to you. Obviously we've known the masculine from many, many incarnations, but this could be dealing with a past relationship that, things never quite got resolved in the way that they should have been. Now for the masculines, mermaids and dolphins, I got divine magic, which is encouraging him. It says extra magical energy surrounds your situation, expect miracles. And that's going to be, that miracle of forgiveness, or that miracle of coming to that epiphany of realizing why things happened to him the way that they did. For her, for the Mermaids and Dolphins, I got contemplation time. Spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. And I know that seems a little contradictory of the hermit reversed, but this is also, it's encouraging balance. It's encouraging don't spend all your time alone, but don't spend all your time distracting yourself with friends and outside activities. Also, maintain that balance. For the energy oracle, I got adjacent possibilities, which again is not having that obvious answer in front of you. It's that those other windows and those other doors that are going to open up that are going to be quite surprising, and all that energy is going to flow through them. And it's just keeping in mind not to look at the situation and expect it to be healed in exactly the way every other situation has been healed. It's going to be, this one's going to be different, sudden, dramatic. So just be aware of that. But I don't see anything bad in this reading. I don't see anything that is going to affect your life in the long term in a negative way. This is all positive stuff, but you got to get through the dark in order to get to the light. And this is going to be a little bit tricky for you guys. But like I said, this is going to be quite surprising. So again, the two songs of the week are Father Figure by George Michael and Broken Wings by Mr. Mister. So if you want to give those a listen, you want to stay tuned for the Energy Oracle reading on Monday. Next week will be the last week of readings for probably about a week or two, because on the 20th I'm having my surgery. I am doing my live reading on the 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that'll be coming up. So that is something to look forward to. I look forward to talking to you guys and meeting you guys, and, just kind of sitting there and pulling cards and, getting some Q&A. And also, if anyone's going through anything that's really, really difficult and troubling, I just want to send you a lot of healing, love, and light right now. And, this, you'll get through the storm. We didn't pull any towers here. We didn't pull any storm warnings. We didn't pull anything crazy here. So just, stay positive. Things are going to work out for your benefit. And you're going to end up next week probably with a ton of stories. I know I will. So I look forward to the reading next week. I look forward to seeing you guys again. And you have a wonderful week, and namaste.